and welcome to the latest version of Diggin in the Crates at Amoeba for early October 2020, overviewing some of the new arrivals in the hip-hop section, some really good stuff, including courtesy of that wonderful label Mr. Bongo, who have given the world two old classics from the golden era, two 7-inch reissues. One is Cypress Hill, Insane in the Brain. On the A side, the B side has the instrumental, and this one, note, was not available on 7-inch before, with the exception of the Philippines from 1993 when it first came out. The thing that people didn't really know so much about it is that it was actually a diss track at the expense of Chubb Rock, who had sort of made an offhand diss of Cypress Hill, so they went back at him on this one. The other 7-inch reissue is Black Sheep, Flavor of the Month, with the B-side But in the Meantime, and this goes back all the way to 1991. It's truly a hip-hop classic from the golden era. Native Tongues Collective, the duo of Black Sheep, blew people's minds when they arrived on the scene back in 91 with A Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, and it had 5 different singles on there, with this one definitely being the most memorable and standout and historic and classic of all time, Flavor of the Month. Recommend you pick it up. To Skyzoo, Milestones, his brand new vinyl LP, courtesy of the label that can do no wrong, Mellow Music. I noticed they've been using Mellow Music instead of Mellow Music Group, MMG, of late. Anyway, this is a 13-track album, and of the album, the Brooklyn artist says, the idea for this project came from me noticing the landscape of how fathers are represented in hip-hop. And he goes on to say, I wanted to change a certain narrative because it's the only one that exists, more of a sort of a negative one. Maybe being a father, there are tons of others like me who are engulfed in hip-hop, but are also 24-hour-a-day dads whose kids mean the world to them, and I wanted to showcase that, and so he does. And he also talks about growing up with his father in his life and how that shaped him as a father himself. The other kind of a dad-related, although more R&B, soulful, is the brand new album after a long absence. Aloe Blacc is back with the new album All Love Everything. And although his music is filed under hip-hop at Amoeba, and he has worked with countless hip-hop artists, examples of course include Dave East, Madlib, Fashawn, Dilated Peoples, and quite recently Blue and Exile on their latest recommended album Miles. Aloe Blacc is really more soul R&B, but with a hip-hop sensibility. 7 years since his last album, Lift the Spirit, he's back now, and in the meantime he was sort of working on his family, so this has got to do it, and this is the first time he's released an album being a father. All Love Everything is the name of the brand new album. It's recommended. It is the artist's 5th studio album in his decade and a half career. Other releases that just came out in the past week, Cyrock on Rhymesayers, already sold out, believe it or not, the conscious hip-hop artist. Also Paris, his new album is currently still available. Safe Space Invader from Amoeba, it dropped a week and a half ago, and it is still available on both vinyl and CD versions, and I highly recommend you dig for that one. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for checking out the Amoeba blog, Digging in the Crates hip-hop style from Amoeba.